excess energy, meaning old stuff. How things happen to be now, how things used to be, we're going to just let that go. So as that dream life fills you up and takes up more and more space, we release and we let go of within our mind. We're letting that go, letting that go, letting that go. We let go of anything that can just be let go of. So, okay. So fill up a little bit more space. Fill up maybe 30%. And I mean really have a nice, y'all remember, this is OG Reiki healing up. Y'all remember crunchy goals? Let's do juicy goals. Let's have a juicy dream life, okay? So it's just lovely and full of self-care and rest, and you being able to enjoy life. To enjoy life, okay? Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. It is filled with you enjoying life. Now, I'm just going to make some shifts here. And what I'm doing is I'm just shifting any excess thoughts that just need to move on. They just need to go somewhere. So we're going to do some shifting here. Letting this go. Letting this go. Letting this go. Just release. Okay. And just send that on. Just send that on. Just release. 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 Release and relax. Release and relax. Release and relax. Release and relax. Okay, good job. So the mind is enjoying this juicy dream life. Now let's go into our feelings. How we feel. You know, when we feel super motivated, or sometimes we can feel frustrated, whatever that is. We are infusing you with the energy of whatever this dream life feels like. So what is that? Maybe it's a lot of passion. You wake up like, I'm working on this thing today. I'm going to get this stuff done. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's just, oh, I'm able to get up and just enjoy life. So whatever that is, we're going to create space around your feelings. So just allowing the body to match the feelings of this dream life. So with each breath that you take, as you are this disappointed me, or hey, this is enjoyable. But you cannot stay stuck there, because staying stuck there increases those blockages. So you have to find a way, whatever way is best for you, to find out how to keep going regardless of how you feel that day. It doesn't mean to work yourself until you're tired. It doesn't mean to force yourself to feel something different. It means to negotiate with yourself. What can you do or say to yourself to make yourself feel comfortable enough to continue to work towards goals even when they're difficult? Because if you only work towards things when there's comfort, sometimes we start to enable ourselves and we start putting in a lot of effort into things that only make us feel comfortable. And sometimes those things are not the best things for us. They're just conveniently comfortable. Whereas there are some things that are uncomfortable, like learning something new that you have no clue about, that have discomfort, but they're really beneficial. If you're able to get past that, you'll reap a lot of benefits there. So we are changing our body, our mood, our mindset, and the rest of your mood will change over time, but maybe you just start to feel it in your fingertips first, or in your toes first, in your back, in your calves. Maybe you feel it there first. And with enough time, let's say 3 weeks or even a couple of months, you'll start to get in a nice cycle where you'll feel, ooh, this is doing something. My life is moving forward. This feels better. Do not wait for the feeling to feel better in order to take action in your life, because you're always going to be chasing that high of feelings. Make a decision of the life that you want, and slowly, until you can gain speed, make steps in that direction. That's all there. So, we have the mind and the feelings. Now let's get into the belief, okay? So the belief here, the belief system, is what do you believe to your core. This is different than your feelings. Your feelings is how does it feel. And your thoughts or your mind is what am I thinking. Your belief is what do I know to be true. You can have thoughts all the time of hypotheticals like, do I want to eat a sandwich today? But what do you know to be true? You could say, there's a loved one in your life. I know I love them. I know this to be true. Or it could be how you feel about the universe, source, unknown, God, whatever you want to call it. I say it all the time. That's your business. I don't care what you choose. That's your business. Whatever. It makes me no different. Whatever you choose. But anyway, maybe for you, the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call this energy out here, the unknown, maybe for you, that is a part of your belief system. The belief in something greater, or maybe the belief in something that others don't even believe in. It's just your kind of thing. Whatever that is, your business. getting into choosing our own reality. Now, your reality and my reality, they're going to be different. You don't need to do things the way I do things, and I don't need to do things the way that you do things. That's what makes it so good. So add on here and take away whatever you need to do in order to make yourself feel most comfortable. So in choosing your reality, what does that look like? In that reality, you can have a faith system or religious system that is everything you need it to be, and you release any of those things that do not align with you. You can have the people that surround you in this life be those that are uplifting or supportive or compassionate, and you release any of those who are enabling or hold you back or want more for you than you can possibly give. You can change your focus when it comes to love. That love is all around me, and I love in multiple ways. I love romantic. I love within family. I love within friendship. I love within your animals, whatever that is for you. You get to choose what that is for you, and you get to make that decision, and you don't have to feel no type of way about it because you're choosing your own reality, okay? So just make peace with it, because the universe doesn't want you to follow rules. The universe wants you to choose what your rules are, or choose the structure of your life, and it wants to allow others to have that same freedom. So we can't force anyone to do it our way, and we have to be open to many experiences, but at the same time we can be very certain and very precise on the life that we want to live. So everyone should be able to have that freedom to choose. It's up to you to choose, okay? So we have been working here on the mind, the feelings, and the belief. Now let's move on to choosing your reality, okay? Some people be walking down the street, riding their bikes or driving their cars in their own world. You ever talk to somebody that you thought you are delusional? But there's something special about that delusion. And the reason why I say that is we are whoever we say we are. If enough people start to come together and say this is reality, we believe that to be so. For example, when you see cults, they might be saying some out there stuff. You're like, this makes no sense. But enough of them come together and they create their own reality. Now, is it the reality you want to be in? Probably not. But they create it to be true, for them at least. And because they create it for them to be true, you know, when you're an outsider coming into it, you're like kind of starting to acclimate to how they think about things. Now, I'm saying take that concept, but just bring it into your own world. Please do not recruit people. You don't need anyone else here, okay? Just however you want to do things. So what do you see for yourself? Remember, you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself, your personal outcome. So what do you want in this life? So we're creating our own reality here. And you all really enjoyed this pendulum a month ago, so I'm going to bring this out for this when we are working on creating this reality, okay? Creating this reality. What does it look like? What does your money look like? What does your everyday life look like? What are your hobbies? I'm a very big hobby questioning it. So maybe you think like, oh, this is going to be a really good change, and then you start telling people about it, and then they turn around and say, well, people who are this way, they act this way, so that's how you should act. Maybe you want to act another way. Or perhaps maybe you're interested in this thing and it kind of opens you up to the next thing. Now people won't let go of the fact that you said this other thing, and they say, oh, you're fickle, or you don't know what you want, da da da. So don't be afraid to keep it to yourself. Once you get a nice stride, once you're already in your path, once the opinion or the validation of others will not knock you down, then you can tell people. So many people are looking for external validation that they will not even start on the path unless someone else agrees with them. And when people agree, they start. In the moment that they hear somebody disagree, then they question everything. You gotta be able to make some choices in this journey for your future that don't take everyone's opinion into consideration, okay? So just trust yourself. is made for you by your loved ones or your partner, or maybe you are making that beautiful breakfast. Whatever. Maybe y'all switch up. Whatever. And then the next thing you do is you take movement. Maybe the movement is fitness. Maybe it is dance. Maybe it is yoga. Maybe it is some other type of expression. Maybe you want to go rollerblading, you know, or roller skating. Maybe that's what you do. Whatever that is, just allow it to be. And then the next part is like maybe you're working on something, your personal projects, and I want you to build this life in a new way. Give this person a whole different identity and reality. Okay? And when we're making our own reality, we're not unrealistic. We know that life still happens. We'll still have setbacks. But the setbacks are like, oh, okay, a task that needs to be done, as opposed to something that really pulls on the trauma of things of the past. No, it's just a task that needs to be done, an inconvenience, and you just keep on going. So I gave kind of a blueprint of how your own reality could be, but I want you to fill in the blanks. This reality that you make, that you choose for yourself. How do you think? What are the thoughts that someone like you in this reality would have? Maybe the thoughts are, I get up every day motivated, full of energy. Or I find peace every day. Or I find patience and quiet and stillness. Or I find a lot of energy, whatever you need. Or I find financial stability. Often when we're talking about finances, that is a part of our well-being as well, because to have adequate shelter, home, food, and expendable income to do things that you choose to do is important. It really shifts the things we're able to do for ourselves. Like, for example, you might enjoy going to the spa or get massages or buying self-care products. Or another cool one is buying the ingredients to make self-care products or to make certain things, which I think is cool too. So the learning aspect of it all, I think, is really fantastic too. So whatever it happens to be for you, continue. What would your typical Monday look yourself in this life at all times now. So no matter what it looks like around you, you think, this is the day. Even if you don't have the money to live the life that you want, find little pieces of it that you can do. Okay, let me go get my face mask out the freezer so I can sit back and recline on the couch and enjoy this self-care session. You got self-care Thursdays and Mondays and Tuesdays, whatever. Or maybe spending time with friends. Maybe you want to do a lot of traveling the world with friends. But maybe what you can do is just take a day trip somewhere or go somewhere local. The thing that I notice is that there's a lot of interesting things around us that we just have to rediscover. Because when we go somewhere else in the world, that is someone's, everyday life. So if we're discovering things in the world that happen to be someone's everyday life, there's interesting things near us that people are traveling to find. And it doesn't matter where you're at, even if you're somewhere remote, then it could be the wildlife. It could be nature if you're somewhere that's city. It could be, events that are happening and different groups and planning and stuff like that. And you gotta find things you like. Like for me, I love dancing. And I don't mean like choreography. I mean like you just go, you got the music bumping, and you just in your own world. I love that. And I love times where I can go out with my friends and do just that. And we're all in our own world, having our little dance battles and stuff. Love that. So, what I like to do when there are opportunities to get together with the people I care about, I'm like, come on, we're gonna have a good time. And I don't care if we walk into an establishment where nobody is dancing, people are sitting around, and it looks like, nothing's happening. As long as the music is going, we about to have a good time. Now, we are the party. That's how I like to think about it. We are the party. I don't expect for there to be like, oh, everything that I want as I go into the space. I choose for that experience to be what I want it to be. Now, sometimes, a girl gets lucky and it is what it is. And other times, I make it be that. And when you have that infectious energy, that attraction, it also brings that out in the people around you and those people there. People start having a good time, okay? So the same could be said about talking about your hopes and dreams. You might say, oh, I want to be able to do this, and that, and I would love to be able to do this traveling, or I like to create these things. Maybe you're good at building stuff, I don't know. And speak from that. Oh yeah, okay, I would like to do this. Be so excited about it that someone says to you, oh, you know what, I heard that they have a free class on that's coming up, and you're like, oh, okay, And when I say stuff like that, I want you to understand the difference between telling people your hopes and your dreams and sharing your excitement for life, your hopes and your dreams. Once you get to a stable place and you're like, I'm gonna make this happen, then you can share with others. But when you are finally at that place of, okay, I can share with others, let people naysay. I remember that for me, when I first went to college, I remember there was a few people that were like, they just said negative things about college, and you would think it would be like the money part. It wasn't even that. It was, oh, college doesn't make you smart, or you don't need college, this, and that. Didn't really even listen to what I had planned or what I wanted to do. Now, as someone who majored in religious studies, it actually works out well for the communities that we have. But even before I had majored in religious studies, they were saying that. And my senior year in high school, I thought to myself, okay, if I'm going to successfully do this, because I didn't know anyone who had gone to college before, if I'm going to successfully do this, I have to be hyper-focused. I can't listen to anyone, because if I start listening to someone else, I might start reasoning with maybe they're right. So I didn't tell anybody anything. I would just be applying to schools. I would be doing, SATs and all that stuff. And then I get into my schools, and then I make a decision. And once all that's set up, business, and this is a part of the business as well. When I started my own business, a lot of people did not get it. You know, they kind of felt like, oh, okay, you know, some people thought it was kind of cool, like, oh, talking about esoteric things, because I was just kind of that weird friend always talking about esoteric things, and they're like, okay, well, you know, how do you help people like doing that, or are people really interested in that? As you can see, when I look out today, there's a lot of this journey. Have things that you're doing that is purposeful. Things that are maybe short term. Maybe they take a day, a week. The things that are more long term projects that could go on for years or even decades. Everything is building up. See yourself with financial stability. See yourself with expendable income so you can do the things you like. Perhaps traveling or buying certain things. Maybe you are a watch collector or you collect coins. I don't know what you do. But whatever that is, you have that income. And also you free yourself from compulsive spending, meaning you're not just spending to feel better because life doesn't feel good. You're able to make really good choices with your money because you have everything you need. So when you do spend money, it's in a very purposeful way. Learn how to enjoy life for free too. There's a lot of things you can do for free. You can take a walk for free or a ride for free, depending on where the ride is, but definitely take a walk for free. So you can walk for free, you can meditate for free. There's so many free things on the internet that you can do. You can learn something online for free. You can learn some history for free. And a lot of local or kind of regional or state things or kind of, what am I trying to say, government things. They will have free activities. I know embassies have different activities as well. So there's a lot of free things that you can do that are kind of nice, that got a low budget to them. If you live in an area that has this seasonal activity, you could do that. Some places have fruit picking or flower picking or, beautiful plant life or whatever. And other things, there's plenty of things to do for free. As well as you can make a fun time, like I said before. Okay, boom, we about to turn some music on, we about to have a good time. And let's just go back and do all the dances, all the old school dances we used to do back in the day. We're gonna do them right now. We're gonna see who remember them now. So that's a part of it too. So keep on going. Keep on going in this reality. Do you have love in this reality? Romantic love specifically. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it feel to have someone who loves and cares for you? And you can feel comfortable knowing that they will be there. That they will be there. And you can trust in building a life with them. You can trust that they will give you the space you need guess what? A year, 5 and 10 will pass you so quick. You'll turn around and wonder what happened. You will turn around and wonder what happened. So take your time. Move slow. And go in this direction that allows you to grow. Okay, babies. You did a fantabulous job today. I'm so proud of you, and I hope that this really helped in removing life blockages and creating your own reality. You get to choose your reality, and I hope you feel relief as well as you feel comfort in the session that we just had together. Also, a special announcement, we will be having a wellness retreat that's going to be happening in the Mystic community of my people. So if you would like to join the wellness retreat, it's an online retreat, head on over to the mpcommunity.com and join the Mystic community there. And all the information is there. So we're going to have movement, we're going to have breath work, we're going to do different things to help our wellness, probably some divination, kind of fun stuff there. So for everybody, if no one has said it, let me say it. Love you, but love yourself a little bit more each and every day. I know I do. exhale, release. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Okay, fantastic. So, right now, what we're doing and working on here is just getting you nice and relaxed so you can be receptive and open to whatever you need to release. So if you already have some stuff in mind, feel free to start to let it go with your breath. You're using your air as that work to release, okay? So feel free to let it go with your breath. If you're uncovering some things perhaps that are new to your knowledge, didn't know that this, was something you needed to let go, just continue to follow the breath. This will take some of those layers off and make it much easier for you, okay? Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to start right here on the crown, okay? And just pulling all the way out there, release. We're going to just cut away any belief systems that no longer serve you. And when I say belief systems, I'm not necessarily saying religious things. What I'm saying here in belief systems is when you developed how you look at the world, you probably developed it when you were young. And you've been using the same belief system as the foundation for everything that you've built off of. And it's amazing how life has become what it is. But we should be able to release, mature, or let go of old systems that don't work. So if we feel when we enter relationships, or if we have goals, if we feel that our needs are not being met, or we feel for some reason behind in life, even though we can see actually it's not that bad, or it's not this, or it's not that, it's because that belief system you created when you were 7 years old is not being satisfied, because the goals you have now is of that person who is whatever your age is. So it's not going to be compatible. So instead of feeling that you have to keep on chasing another person, another goal, another situation, another identity, change the belief system itself. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now here, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. Second breath. Exhale, release. Final breath. And exhale, release it all out. Let it go, okay? So how do you feel? I want your shoulders to melt away from your ears, for you to feel stacked in your frame. So just, and if you need to take some gentle neck movement, you can. You can go forward and back, forward and back. And let's go to the side too. Side, 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 and feel free to do some rolls. And you can focus on one area if it feels good. Opposite direction. Roll it out. And just do a turn. Just turning to the right, turning to the left, turning to the right, and turning to the left, okay? and start to just walk backwards and create a plan from where you're at to there. Okay, so you're just gonna walk backwards, walk backwards, walk backwards, again walk backwards. Okay, release. So, how do you feel? Okay. Now pull that energy down from the crown to the third eye, from the third eye back up to the crown, to the center of the universe, or whatever your universe is. And bring it back down to the crown, and again through the third eye. Okay, fantastic. Now let's work right here in the throat, okay? So in the throat, you want to be able to say what you actually want to say. Not what you think someone else wants to hear, not what you feel like you're being imposed on to say, but say what you mean. So anytime that you felt like you couldn't say what you really meant, or say what was important to you, let's just remove that. So we're going to go from the front, the back, and the sides of the neck, disconnecting anything that needs to be released. Okay. Okay, good job. just keep going. Keep going. Let's keep going, okay? So now let's let go of the past. You remember once upon a time when it was time to let go of the past. You did. And you have the
exhale, release. Another breath. Exhale, release. One more breath. And exhale and release. Let it go. Use your process of cutting people out is not a negative thing. It frees you and it frees them to be whomever they really need to be, and for you to be whoever you need to be too. Sometimes two really good people can be stuck in a cycle and not be behaving or showing up as a self that they really want to show up as. It doesn't make anyone evil or bad. It just means let them go. Sometimes the people are memories, the idea of who your parents wanted you to be, who you think you should be at work or within society, who a partner wants you to be, who you thought you should have been. All of that stuff. Cut that cord. So inhale. Exhale. judgment. So how can we release self-judgment, self-criticism? There's nothing wrong with being objective and learning from our experiences in life. But if we are criticizing simply for the sake of criticizing and not for the sake of making a new turn or understanding a new perspective, then that isn't useful for us. It might be easier to look at it this way. This brain that we have and this body that we have has adapted, over hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years for our species to get to this moment. And the way that we live life, we have, I can't even say evolved because we haven't had enough time to evolve yet. We have rapidly transformed our everyday life and technology. Our body has not caught up to what technology brings us. Because of that, we still have those same fears and anxieties, but we assign it to something different. We assign it to the fear of, what if this doesn't happen, or what if so and so feels this way, or what if I'll never find X, Y, and Z. Our bodies would have assigned that to perhaps a predator or the fear of starvation before, things like that. But now we just reassign it to something else. So even when we eliminate, okay, this is causing me anxiety, it might pop up somewhere else. It's because you have to help your body evolve. You have to help your body grow. You have to show your body that it is okay, that things are going to be okay. I promise you that any problem you have, you're not the first person to have it, and there are solutions out there. Even if it's a dire problem, even if it's a tough problem, you're not the first person with the problem, and there are solutions. It's okay to feel upset or to feel disappointed. That's fine. But don't lie to yourself and think that there aren't solutions. There are solutions. They may take longer, they may take shorter, but there are. So when you're ready in your own time, and you really take your time here, you can step forward and start to release any judgment that you had on yourself of what you could do and what you couldn't do, and how you had to look or behave in a certain way. We are letting this go, okay, sweetness, and we're sending it back to sender, return to sender, okay? Just return to sender. And just say, I believe in myself. I believe in this life. I believe in myself. I believe in this life. I believe in myself. I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Exhale. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself. And I believe in this life. I believe in myself and I believe in this life. I trust myself and I trust my instincts. 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 I trust myself trust my instincts. I trust myself. And I 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 trust my instincts. And then the next thing that you're going to say is, I make peace with my reality. 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 And just inhale. Exhale, release. Continue. Just fall in love with the moment. Keep breathing. Be patient. Be calm. Have a moment to and with yourself. Just trust, trust, trust. 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 Now, how do you feel? How are you feeling? What's coming up for you? Okay. Now just relax. And there's no wrong answers. And I want you to use the comment section as a place where you just express whatever's coming up for you, okay? It's completely okay and open to share with each other, okay? So, as you exhale, release. Let it go. Let go of the years of whatever. Let it go. We're clearing and cleansing you out so that as you step forward in your new path, you step forward with an optimism, or you step forward with an openness. Have you ever Exhale through the throat. Inhale through the heart. Exhale through the solar plexus. Inhale through the sacral. Exhale through the root. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to go much slower, okay? So, inhale. Exhale through the crown. Inhale through the third eye. Exhale through the throat. Inhale through the heart. Exhale through the solar plexus. Inhale through the sacral. Exhale through the root. Inhale through the sacral. Exhale through the solar plexus. Inhale through the heart. Exhale through the throat. Inhale through the third eye. And exhale, of course, right there through your crown. So just cleansing that out. Cleansing it out. Letting it go. Releasing it. And just say to yourself, as you release this in this session, just say to yourself, I let this go. I let this go. Sometimes during these sessions, it'll be easier, sometimes it's not. But in the moment, no matter what it is, just say, I let it go. When you feel a release, make peace with it. Just let it be. Let it go. I release. I let it go. I release. I let it go. I release. I let it go. I let it all 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 go. And let it go from your entire being, from your head all the way to your toes, from your toes back up to your nose, baby. Okay? And just release this here. Cleansing out. Because I want you to get back to you. I want you to get back to your sweet natured self. I want you to get back to the person that you know you are. I want you to get back to the person who enjoys life, is having fun. No matter what that fun is, I want you to define what fun is, okay? I want you to enjoy this. I want you to enjoy this. I want you to guys are interested in the apprenticeship, the pre-week is happening, like I said in the beginning, July 30th. And so that is a week to experience what the apprenticeship would be like. Everyone is invited to join that. And for those who continue on, you will be attuned as a Reiki, a first degree Reiki practitioner, and you will continue your journey on to a Reiki master teacher. And it is over a year. People work on themselves, they work on their healing abilities, their techniques, and all kinds of stuff, esoteric wellness and stuff. But I let you all decide how your life looks. So, babies, if no one else has said it, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Love you. Just make sure you love yourself a little bit more each and every day. I know I sure do. And if you all had noticed that I had a lot of videos that were just going, I did take a nice long month or two to relax. I didn't realize how much I needed that to just feel, because I think I was so used to my routine that I needed to just step away, rediscover me. Session. It is all about just grounding your energy. Now you can use a session like this when you need some clarity, when you want to go to sleep, when you want to just balance or remove negative energy. Whatever it is you need in this moment, feel free to enjoy. So, if you're new to this community, welcome, babies. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am trying something new, so this is going to be a very, 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 very long video with one specific thing. Because you know, our other videos usually have a lot of things that we are talking about, but let's just focus on this one thing. And you let me know in the comment section if you enjoy it and if you like it. Okay. Also, on July 30th, we are going to be starting the pre-week. Yes, I am opening a new round of apprenticeships. And just to say congratulations to all of the recently attuned Reiki Master teachers. It's been 10 months and they're almost done with their 12-month apprenticeship, and so proud and happy for them. And so lovely to see their growth and all of that stuff. So if you are interested in the apprenticeship, you can learn more at ReikiHealingHope.com, or I made a playlist of the apprenticeship here on TikTok and everywhere. So if it's something you'd like to participate, come on over. And also the pre-week is open for everyone. Everyone participates for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, just breathe in and out, okay? So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, you ready? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe, as well, esoterically speaking. So release. This is also something that can be seen within spirituality as a whole, or just what I like to call the connection to the unknown. So just flowing up in the legs. So the lower legs, the front, the back, and the side. Inhale and exhale. a vibrational pattern. It's the same. It's the same shit. It's the same stuff, just a different name. So whatever you feel comfortable with, call it that. You get to choose who flows in your life. You get to choose what you surround yourself by. Even in times of transition and uncertainty, you get to choose. Don't ever let anyone take your right to choose your choice away, okay? Don't ever let anyone choose to take your right to choose away. And with that power, you have to take responsibility for your protection, for your boundaries. So if something doesn't feel right to you, and you need to remove yourself, you do it and you stay away. If you're ready for a change and a shift, take your baby steps and just take a little step each day. Protect your energy. If you know that you are an empath and you know that you are a sponge, be conscious of the people you're around. Even if you love certain people and you know you can't be around them, it is what it is. Don't be so worried about other people's feelings that you take your health for granted, okay? So just putting that all around you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Okay. So, supporting and protecting, supporting and protecting, supporting and protecting, supporting and protecting your boundaries. Supporting and protecting your boundaries. Supporting and protecting your boundaries. We used obsidian, and we could have also used tourmaline. Black kyanite, or Apache tears. These are the stones that are available. And I know for myself at least, I enjoy some grounding root energy work. I'm surprised I don't have the stone that connects with me, which is jet. So I have to find my jet and utilize that stone in the practice as well. So checking in, how do you feel? Inhale. Exhale. Just, I want you to reconnect with your energy here. Feeling it the soul for a little bit. What does the soul need right now? And within our version of life, our species, or all the living organisms on our planet, we have this conversation of the soul. But I don't want you to just be limited to how we look at life here in this one iteration of things in the universe. Let's look at things much further. So what is the soul? Where did it come from? If we go back 1,000 years, 10,000 years, 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, and our species was not around and life looked very different here on Earth, what was the soul? Was the soul repurposed from something else? Was it just a collection of consciousness in a different way? Just open yourself up to whatever your soul was doing at that time, or whatever the precursor of your soul happened to have been, and bring that through all of the lifetimes. And when I say lifetimes, you can see reincarnation, and if you don't connect with reincarnation, you can just see that everything that is in the universe, everything that makes up the universe, has always been there, and it just changes form as we transition on, as we continue to move on. It just changes form. So what form was your materials at that time? So just relaxing into that. Just relaxing into that. What did you look like? What was your experience at that time? At that time. And life trust yourself. Go after that, regardless of the things that you see outside of you. How can you shift to have internal validation instead of external? How can you have more and more confidence within the path, regardless of how the path looks today? Those are some things that I've learned as the universe continues to go on. Keep going. 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 Keep going and rest. Just work through that. Okay, now that we have worked on the soul, I want to ask you, do you know who you are? Some people will try on many identities looking for who they are, instead of just sitting in the moment and admitting or finding peace in who they want to be, even if it doesn't look like what society is telling you you should be. Just connect there. Sometimes it's less of a society thing and more of a I don't know how to get there thing. But whenever there is curiosity, there is passion and motivation to find that light, to find what's next. So trust in that. So I'm going to ask you, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? If you don't know where to start, start with your family. Cultural, systemic, local. How did it shape you? What is your identity on those multiple levels? And then once you think about that, get to you. Separating yourself from that and seeing just you. What do you want? What makes sense? Where does your heart flutter with excitement and feel comforted by knowing? Just just okay. Now just bring a cleansing energy over you to wash away all of those other iterations of who you thought you should have been, or other people's expectations, or your own forced expectations on yourself. Cleansing that away. Letting that go. And severing and separating any connections that don't support your full power. And separating yourself from connections where you do not support someone's full power. Healing yourself underneath the sun, filling your energy up, 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 and releasing. Filling your energy up, 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 and releasing. Filling your energy up, 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 and releasing. am sweet. I'm curious. I'm cautious. I am an enjoyer of books. I am someone who enjoys the breeze outside of the window. I enjoy being in this moment and simply existing. I enjoy those moments I spend with others, and I enjoy the moments I spend with myself. I make peace with the difficult parts of my past, and I understand them better each and every day. I will certainly find my way through life. I will release feeling overwhelmed by things. I will trust that as the process unfolds, the answers will be uncovered. I remember my wins. I remember my wins, so I don't have to be nervous about new beginnings. I don't have to be nervous about new beginnings. I don't have to be nervous about new beginnings. I don't have to be nervous about new beginnings. Just work through this. Grounding this down. And just slowly going over your energy. Taking your time. We're not rushing here. We're slowing everything down. And if you have all the time in the world, or your world at least, what would you do? Who would you be? What would you see? Where would you go? How could you grow and exist in the moment? And exist in the moment. And exist in the moment. So bringing this back into the physical body. Expanding now outside of your body. Pulling your energy outwards. Drawing energy through the center of your crown. And expanding that energy outwards. Expanding, expanding, expanding. Work on taking that energy and bringing it down and expressing it outwardly. And as you express it outwardly in your crown, that is your wisdom. In your third eye, that is your ability to see. Your throat, it is your truth. Your heart, it is your purpose and your passion. Your solar plexus, your unique way of doing it. Your sacral, your garden, what you grow, your root. What you have that allows you to feel secure in this life. All of that, just expanding it outwards and outwards and outwards and outwards. Trusting that it will always, 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 always work out for you. At no moment did this life lose value. This life will always be, because you are in this moment. So be in this moment. Choose to enjoy this moment. Choose to live this moment however you want to live this moment. And release, release, release,
Exhale. Last breath. Exhale. Reconnect your head to your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips, to your chest, your back, your mid, your lower back, your abdominals, to your hips, your bottom, your front thighs, back, to the side, your knees, your shins, your calves, all the way down to your ankle and your feet. Connect this flowing of energy in through the sun and cleansing out into this world that is all around you. Inhale, filling yourself up. Exhale, releasing. Again, inhale, filling yourself up. Exhale, releasing and letting it go. Letting it go, letting it go. Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. And allow your mind to be at ease. You don't have to do anything except for just exist. And you don't have to take on more. It's okay not to know everything. Just be where you're at. Finding ways to steal your joy back and your peace, your gratitude, your stillness, your curiosity, your comfort, your expressions and your feelings. Finding a way to bring it back into your body and feel balanced. To feel your sense of balance, your normal, your homeostasis. Don't worry about what it looks like on the outside, just worry about how you feel on the inside. In balance with yourself here. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Take one more breath. Exhale. Now, as you breathe on your own, bring energy into your head, into your shoulders, into your arms, into your chest, your hips, your bottom, your pelvis, your legs, your upper legs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your feet. Bring it to your heart, to your soul and your feelings, to your thoughts and your beliefs. Bring it everywhere you need to bring it. And release. Protect your boundaries around you. Bring that energy out there. Inhale. And release. So I want you to continue to practice taking up space energetically all around you as a way to balance yourself out, okay? Don't feel that you are required to have to take on so much. We want to downsize a little bit, take on what is necessary for you. So if you have been experiencing any uncertainty or you need clarity, use this session, watch it as many times as you want, to bring your body down to balance so you can see what you've always known. If you needed it to release negative energy or release yourself from being in an energetic state that no longer serves you in this moment, use that to balance you so you're secure enough to open yourself up to let these things go, so that you feel safe enough to let these things go. Whatever you need in the moment, just to go to sleep, use it to protect you in your dreams, so that as you wake up in the morning, it is fresh on your mind let me know in the comment section